This is another in a series of body hammer care. In the use of a body hammer, it gets a lot of abuse on the head and becomes scarred and scratched. And of course you can't do a good metal finishing with a scarred up hammer. So we're going to show you today a couple of ways that you can keep that hammer faced up and in good shape. We're going to do the primary work on this hammer. It's a coved hammer head, which means it's got a rounded head, as opposed to this hammer, which has a flat head. Both of them are very valuable in your work, but we'll show you how to take care of both of them. I'm going to be using a double cut file here, very common, nice handle on the end. First thing I'm going to do is secure the hammer in the vise. And I'm going to, remember this is a coved head, so I'm going to face this hammer because this is a coved head. I'm going to file in the direction of the cove, keeping it shaped. I want to tighten this up a little more so that doesn't spin on me. And I'm going to file until all those nicks and scratches are out. And you notice that I'm keeping in the direction of the bevel on the hammer. Now we're going to use a regular body block and some fine sandpaper. And I'm going to take out all those file marks until I've got a nice flat, well, this one's not flat, this is rounded, but no scars. It's not going to leave any marks in the steel when I work it. And we're almost there. Okay, we're done with polishing. This head is a little bit different than the one we just did previously. It's flat, so it's going to actually file much quicker. And as you can see, I'm getting all the marks out of it fairly quickly. The last thing I like to do is to make sure that I've done a good job, and what I've got here is steel bluing that the machinist used, and I'm going to put this on the head of the hammer. And remember, this is the one that's got a little cove in it, and I'm going to touch it on this white paper. And notice that my hammer is hitting on a small. The whole face doesn't hit. That means I've maintained the shape of the hammer. Okay? I'm going to do it one more time just to make sure. Again, steel bluing. Hold the hammer straight. And it touches right the way it's supposed to be, right in the center of the hammer. Now this one's a flat one. We should have, with the bluing on here, we should have the whole imprint of the hammerhead when it goes down. And we do. One more time. Plenty of glue on there. See, the whole hammerhead touches. The difference between a coved one is a small area, very good for getting high spots down. This one right here, when you're finished dollying, you're going to be able to use the whole flat portion of it to do your finish work. You finish up with this hammer